Welcome, welcome. Christy here. We are in for our Writers Who Run weekly inspiration. So I am going to stop sharing that screen. Awesome. Glad to have you guys here. Welcome back for another week of inspiration and writing and running goodness. This week, the focus is not so much on running, but I get questions about writing all the time. And I have some notes here. I'm going to try to not look down too bad. Last week, the question I got asked by someone was, I've self-published a book and now I'm getting approached by agents. Are they legit, right? And so first off, I want to just share with you how I got my first two agents. So the first agent I had for about a year, we met at a writing conference and I just fell in love with the workshop that she gave. Everything she said resonated with me so very much. And so at the end of the conference, we had an opportunity to pitch some of our works, our polished works, and she was on the panel of those accepting submissions. And so I got like my in through that. Of course, I ended up having to, and if they said, yes, you can submit to me, then you were offered or welcomed to submit. You had to go on their website and do it the same way everyone else would. And so that's how I got my first agent. And we were together for about a year, and then we decided to break up. It just wasn't working for either one of us. It just wasn't the perfect fit, or maybe not the perfect timing. But, less than a year later, I got my second agent. And that one I got through MS Wishlist. So if you have not heard of MS Wishlist, that is an amazing website that basically collects all the different things that editors and agents are looking for. So mostly it pulls from Twitter. And MS Wishlist is the website, and it does pull from Twitter, and it just basically, it's by topic, by audience age, by all the different things for what agents and editors are looking for. And so I saw that she was, there was someone who was looking for something that I had written, and I decided to submit, and so did it on Twitter, and then they said, yeah, sure, submit through the regular ways, and we've been together for like 3 years now. So I want to make 3 points in how to know if the agent that you are being approached by is legitimate. So the first point is, and these are things that I want you to think about in your writing career. So the first thing is, do you want to be a career author, or why? Like, why do you want to write, and what does that look like for you? Do you want to be a career author, like the professional, traditionally published career author type thing, or do you want to self-publish? You don't care if you ever make any sales, you just want to do it for friends and family. And then there's, of course, you can self-publish and still be super professional and super career author. It's just harder, and there's a lot more steps to it. So understand what you want. That's the first step. Then point number 2 is understand that know what you write, and then learn the nuances of the genre in regards to what you write, and so traditional versus self-published, and then also how agents play into that. So like, for example, Kidlit is much better with traditionally published, and you really do want an agent for that for sure, especially if it's picture books. That's just the ideal, but it's not what everyone does. And there have been some self-published picture books that did get picked up by they do have agents now, and then some who their books got picked up by, I just saw one the other day, got picked up by Scholastic, so by big name publishers. So it is possible. It's definitely, you have to have your illustrations be super professional. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So also, it's depending on whether you write fiction versus nonfiction as to what you feel will be best versus traditionally published or self-publishing. And then the ones that do the best with self-publishing are adult or even some YA, but YA is young adult. So adult would be like the big three genres would be fantasy, sci-fi. Those kind of get lumped together, even though they're different. Mystery and romance. So those are the biggest genres in adult fiction. And there are several people who are definitely making a professional career out of self-publishing those books. And Amazon ads, if you got to know like how to do Amazon ads. If you're going to be self-publishing, you want to actually make money, then Amazon ads are going to become your real best friend. And then point number 3 is kind of back to the question, like how do you know if these agents that are approaching you are legitimate? Whether you've self-published or not, I guess it doesn't matter. So if you've gotten traditionally published by in a publisher somewhere, and now you're getting approached by agents, not sure. So what do you do? How do you do that? So here's point number 3. You should not have to pay to be a writer. Okay, so let me break that down for you. So yes, you will, if you're going to self-publish, you're going to spend a little more money. Even these days, even writers who get traditionally published with regular book deals, they do end up having to spend a lot of money on marketing themselves because they don't always get the help of the publishing house to help them with marketing. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's a small budget, usually not a big budget. So, yes. If you're self-publishing, you will have to pay editors. If you want to be seen as a professional, you will have to pay for multiple editors. So you might have to pay for a developmental edit. That would be your big picture, something that you will want to do in the beginning to help you really nail down your story and make sure you're on the right path. Then you'll pay for line edits and copy edits and maybe another 1 or 2 types of edits. So there's lots of different types of editors. Then you're going to probably pay for a cover designer, and then of course marketing, so Amazon ads and whatever else you have planned for your marketing for your books. So yes, you're going to need to invest in those types of things, especially if you're self-publishing. And yes, either way, traditional self-published hybrid author, what I call a hybrid author is someone who does both. So they traditional publish and self-publish. There are a lot of hybrid authors as well. So yes, you will need to invest in things like workshops, conferences, retreats, buying books about how to write, courses that help you learn how to write. But the thing that is a no, a big fat no, is do not pay an agent to represent you. That is not legitimate. A real literary agent only makes money when you make money. Okay, so basically what that means is they take roughly 15% of your advance and probably the royalty, I think the royalties too. And so they make 15% off of you. And so let's say, for example, if you sell a book to a publisher and you make $1,000, okay? If you had an agent, you're like, oh no, that's $150. I want all my money. I don't want to pay my agent $150. Like, that's my money. I should get it. Okay, that's one way of thinking. But an agent is going to make you more money. So let's say the agent actually gets you a deal for $1,800. And let's say even the agent takes 20% cut, that they're going to get, see, you're going to end up with $1,440. So $1,440. That's $440 more than you would have gotten if you had made the $1,000 deal. So an agent is going to make you more money even after they take their 15 to 20% cut. So that's good for you and it's good for them. And an agent is going to help you with your career, not just quickly publishing books. They're not going to ask for money. They're not going to say, yeah, there's this one place, but it costs $5,000 to publish. And then you're going to have a garage full of 10 books full of books that you're going to have to try to pander wherever to sell them and get rid of them. So that's my take.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know if the agent is a legit? Also, agents usually don't approach authors. They get enough requests that they do not need to reach out to any author. An author that is good and is seeking representation, they will get an agent, they will submit the proper ways, and that's how it works. So if you're getting approached by agents, that alone says they might not be legit. So definitely look into it. See if they're going to be asking you for any money. If they are asking for money, run. Do not do it. So hope that was helpful, and leave a comment. Let me know if you are looking for an agent and why. Share, what you're working on. Share, why you want an agent, what kind of things you write. I would love to know. I will respond to all of you. Okay, thanks, and have a great day, and I will talk to you guys next week.